Good morning. Okay, I know we had a big day, long day yesterday. We'll try that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Dr. Crystal Smith, Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Engagement and Retention Initiatives. On behalf of Chancellor Benny Harris and the entire campus community, welcome to USC Upstate. Students, this convocation is about you. It is an opportunity for us to welcome you into this very special university community. And it marks the official start of your academic career at USC Upstate. We have some special guests this morning. A very warm welcome to USC Upstate First Lady Krish Patel. And to our USC Upstate leadership team. Additionally, we know that many of our community stakeholders, including the commissioners from the Spartanburg County Commission on Higher Education and USC Upstate Foundation board members, are joining us today. As always, we appreciate your support. Your convocation program contains an overview of the ceremony, along with the words to portions of the program that will involve your participation. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Alex Sanchez, a junior at USC Upstate, who will extend our greeting in Spanish. Alex.
Gracias, doctora Smith. Buenos días. En nombre del canciller Benny Harris y la universidad, bienvenidos a USC Upstate. En esta convocatoria, tú, estudiante, eres el protagonista. Esta es nuestra oportunidad para darte la bienvenida a nuestra muy especial comunidad universitaria que marca oficialmente el comienzo de tu carrera académica en USC Upstate. Su programa convocatoria contiene una descripción general de la ceremonia, junto a palabras que involucran su participación. Gracias.
Won't you bow with me in prayer? Almighty God, we come to you today with prayer of gratitude. Thank you for these students. You've given them the intelligence, the creativity, the tenacity, and the ability to be sitting here today. Thank you for the gifts and the talents you've blessed them with, and thank you for the opportunities that you've provided for them. Thank you that you will continue to provide wonderful opportunities for them throughout their lives. And thank you for those who have helped them achieve this milestone in their lives. I pray that each of these students recognizes that while they have done the hard work, others have supported them, encouraged them, and prayed for them along the way. God, I pray that you provide them with the ability to use what they learn to impact the world for the better. I pray that you create in them a heart for all that is good and righteous. And I pray that you bless their lives as they go from here. God, bless the University of South Carolina Upstate. Bless Chancellor Harris and the leadership of the university as they work to help others achieve their goals and dreams. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Oh. say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brush stripes and rhinestones through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, I am Dr. Pam Steinke, and I'm delighted to welcome you to a most honored tradition, New Student Convocation. As Provost, I lead our faculty in the Division of Academic Affairs, while Dr. Smith and the Division of Student Affairs will work to ensure you have ample opportunities to engage in a variety of activities on campus. Our faculty and our student support staff will be invested in your success in the classroom. Together, we promise to provide you with a well-rounded, high-quality education that will prepare you for whatever career you choose. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the faculty who are with us this morning. Faculty, will you please stand? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for all you do. You may be seated. I also want to recognize our deans and vice provosts. Deans and vice provosts, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. Dr. John Barnett, Dean of the Library. Dr. Tanya Boone, Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dr. Jeannie Chapman, Dean of the College of Science and Technology. Dr. Shalita Dunlap, Dean of the Mary Black College of Nursing. Dr. Kim Purdy, Vice Provost and Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Jeffrey Stinson, Dean of the George Dean Johnson Jr. College of Business and Economics. And Dr. Eugenia Whitlock, Dean of the College of Education, Human Performance, and Health. Let's give them a round of applause. Students, you are encouraged to join the dean of your college for dessert after the brunch on the quad. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Ellison Ellis, Faculty Chair, to the podium. Dr. Ellis?
Thank you, Dr. Steinke. Welcome, new students. As Dr. Steinke said, this morning is about a new beginning. Like you today, every member of your faculty began college guided by professors who shared their knowledge. We are connected to you by that experience and by past traditions symbolized in the academic regalia that we earned with advanced study and that we wear on these occasions. The colorful caps, gowns, and hoods, which date back to the Middle Ages, symbolize not only the advanced degrees the faculty and staff hold and the institutions from which they have come, but the commitment to scholarship, learning, service, and most importantly, to the teaching of students to which they have dedicated their professional lives. Will our faculty and staff please rise? Please refer to your program and read along with me. Students, we wholeheartedly welcome you as the newest members of our learning community. We pledge our time, our resources, our support, and ourselves to your learning, growth, and development, both inside and outside the classroom. We commit ourselves to teach and care for the students of this great university with skill and compassion. Students, this is our pledge to you. It is my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Zachary McQueen, Vice President of the Student Government Association, who will lead you in reciting the Spartan Creed, your own pledge to take full advantage of the extraordinary learning opportunities you will have at USC Upstate. Zachary?
Thank you, Dr. Ellis. As SGA Vice President, it is an honor to be a part of this convocation tradition. As a fourth-year student, there are so many things that I want you to know. You are in for an insightful and entertaining journey. It will not always be easy, but you are now a part of a community that truly wants you to succeed and has no problem going the extra mile to ensure it happens. USC Upstate is an academic community preserved through mutual respect and trust of the individuals who learn, teach, and work within it. Our core values of wellness, equity, and civility set the tone. Our Spartan Creed speaks to how we will stay true to these values. The words to our creed are on your pin card. Students, please rise, refer to your card, and read along with me. As a USC Upstate Spartan, I will practice personal and academic integrity. I will respect the dignity of all persons. I will respect the rights and property of others. I will discourage bigotry while striving to learn. I will demonstrate concern for others, their feelings, and their need for conditions which support their work and development. We are dedicated to supporting you in your academic careers and life experiences. To symbolize your dedication, you have received a commemorative pin, and if you feel comfortable doing so, please turn to your neighbor and attach the pin to their clothing as a gesture of that transfer of commitment at the University of St. You may now also pin yourself.
I got it. Sure. Where we put it? You just put it on the card. Yeah. Wait, where we put it? Wait. We need to stop. Oh, for real. Okay. This how you want to fit
If you need to, you can of course pin it to your tie or scarf as well.
Let me try.
Let's give our new students a round of applause. Students, you may be seated. It is my pleasure now to welcome Chancellor Benny Harris to introduce our keynote speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Zach is in the last Upstate magazine. He and I did an article. He said I'm his mentor, but I think he's more my mentor. So it was a wonderful article, and we're very proud of the work that he and Madison are doing in student government as well. Before I introduce our keynote speaker, I'm going to ask my executive leadership team to please stand. And that includes Dr. Sankey, who's our provost, Keisha Wiggins, who's our Chief Marketing Officer, Krish Taylor, who's our Vice Chancellor for External Affairs and Chief of Staff. So he's that person. Chris, hold your hand up. If y'all got any issues and you want to communicate them to me, y'all can start with him. Donette Stewart, I'm gonna ask her to raise her hand now. You know her probably better than anyone on my team. Matt Martin, raised his hand. Matt is new with us, and if you've been in the Hodge before, it was painted white. Matt had the bright idea to paint it black, and so I told him that if it didn't go over well, as long as he had some money in his budget to repaint it, we can do it, but I think it's gone over very well, and when he completes the branding on it, it's gonna be exceptionally well. RJ Gilman is one who helped Matt figure out how to fund this thing, and so he's our Chief Advancement Officer. Don Vitt, Don is an executive in residence and distinguished professor of practice, and Don most recently served as the Chief Operating Officer for Oshkosh Defense. It is the manufacturing facility that is developing the next iteration of poster bars here in Spartanburg County, and they chose this particular county because of all that we have here. And then I have Adam Long, who's our Chief Information Officer. He deals with all things technology. And then Dr. Tierney Bates, who is Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, and this particular event is under his purview. So give them a round of applause. These are the individuals. And then we have Mrs. Ann Flynn, who represents our commissioner. She's the chair of the Commission on Higher Education, and this is the institution that keeps us going, and she is extremely supportive. So this is intended to be a short program, but it's really about you. It's about you at USC Upstate, and we're so proud to have you here. But I'm even more proud to be able to bring to you a keynote speaker who represents the best that we are able to offer. He epitomizes all that we are about. And so I would like to begin by playing for you a short clip from a recent interview that I had with our keynote speaker, Krish Patel. You can get started and I get back.
Welcome to Below the Line with Dr. Benny L. Harris. The Chancellor of the University of South Carolina Upstate talks with top leaders about issues such as change, technology, education, and leadership. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Below the Line. I'm here with Krish Patel, founder and Chief Executive Officer of KVP Inc., a private equity management and real estate development firm focused on providing space for enterprising entrepreneurs. Welcome, Chris, to our Below the Line conversation.
Thank you, Dr. Harris.
Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us, and I'm excited about this conversation because you epitomize everything that I think America is all about. You epitomize everything that I think what college education is all about and the whole college experience should be about. So I have a few questions here. I'm going to start off with this question. I understand that entrepreneurship has been a part of your life since you were a toddler, and I believe that you continue that into your first job at age 10 years old as the drive-through window attendant at your parents' dry cleaning business. How did these early experiences spark your interest in entrepreneurship?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here, especially to be back at campus where a lot of my lessons of building character, being a young man, and serving the community, I think played a big part in. So to answer your question, you know, I had the privilege and the opportunity to watch my parents be small business owners.
Okay.
And the one thing that always was instilled into me at a young age was anything that you dream for, if you go out there and work for it, anything's possible. Mm-hmm. And so the ideas that really gravitated towards my interests were not about owning the business, but it was more of being self-employed and chasing something that you have a passion for or that has a bigger purpose. And in my parents' case, it was to build a family, mm-hmm. live the American dream, and they used their entrepreneurial skills to create that lifestyle.
Okay. So you attended USC Upstate, and while also commuting to and working in Greenville. So just to give context, that's about a 25-mile trip, but it could be a 45-minute to an hour trip back and forth. What was that like, and was it difficult to balance your academics with work?
Yes, just kind of going back memory lane, you know, I'm such a driven and task-focused type of individual, so when I set my freshman year schedule, when I came onto campus, I looked at all my classes. I think I was taking 5 classes a semester, and I said, okay, I'm going to take all of the AM classes. I'm going to start at 8 o'clock, be done by 11, 12 o'clock, and then I'll be able to jump in the car, drive down to Greenville, get to work by 1:30, 2 o'clock latest, work till 10 p.m., drive back. So my freshman year, I was working about 25 to 30 hours a week. After freshman year, that summer, see, I didn't really have any summer plans, so I said, hey, Verizon, can I work full-time for the summer? So then starting my sophomore year, I was working full-time, going to school full-time, living in Spartanburg, commuting in Greenville, and that happened all the way till graduation.
Now, that exhausted me just you telling me that story. Now, I don't imagine a freshman student thinking that way. That's one of the reasons I'm excited about you being our convocation speaker. So this year, so as the freshmen come in, first-year students, they'll have the opportunity to hear part of your story. So, aren't you exhausted? So, from reading that short clip from my interview series Below the Line, you can tell that Krish Patel is a special person. The kind of graduate of USC Upstate that we can all learn from. Entrepreneur, yogi, cyclist, distinguished alum, true success story. Please join me in welcoming this year's keynote speaker, Mr. Krish Patel.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go off the cuff because he took a lot of my content.
No, just the other.
Good morning and welcome. Students of the University of South Carolina Upstate, thank you, Chancellor Harris, Provost, members of the faculty and administration, for allowing me to take part in this special day and recognizing the welcoming of the future leaders of our community. According to the National Center of Education statistics, the college enrollment rate for Americans aged 18 to 24 is about 50% of our population. What you do with this education is up to you. Greatness is not a function of circumstance. It turns out it's a matter of conscious choice. It is an immense honor to stand before you today as you embark on this journey. Today marks the beginning of an adventure that will shape your future, challenges your belief, and inspire your dreams. I want to start off by congratulating each of you. You've made it here through your hard work, determination, and resilience. You've overcome obstacles, faced challenges, proved to yourself and others that you have what it takes to pursue your dreams and ambitions, even if the ambitions of your parents or loved ones. Today, we celebrate your arrival at a place where you will grow, learn, and thrive. 20 years ago, I was sitting in the audience like you were today. The beginning of my journey was filled with ambition to learn, to grow, to equip myself with the tools and resources for my unknown career ahead. I was unclear where I wanted to land. However, I knew I could take this opportunity to prepare myself for whatever was next. While attending the University of South Carolina Upstate, I was working as a sales representative at a Verizon retail store in Greenville, South Carolina. As you previously heard, I was juggling the full load of classes, 5 at the time per semester, and I was working nights and weekends. My vision was simply to maximize my time, make money, and get a bachelor's degree as fast as I could. I was always thinking about what was next. By junior year of college, I was making close to $100,000 in sales while attending school. At this point, I was questioning myself. Why am I even in college? If I already had my career figured out, what am I doing here? I remember conversations at home with my parents, and I was advocating to drop out of college so I could focus on my job. No. That was a consistent message I heard when I brought this conversation home. And as I look back, I'm glad my parents didn't give me that option. I'm grateful that they had a different vision for me, and it was clear they didn't immigrate to America so I could drop out of college and have a good job. It was much greater than that. Just like I'm sure many of you have parents or role models in your life who helped guide you to be here today, and to pursue something bigger than a job. And guided to support you to be the best version of you and have an education that no one can ever take away from you. More importantly, an education that can help you through all walks of life. Senior year, I took Professor Jeff Smith's business enterprise class, and our final project was to build a business plan and sell it back to the class. Little did I know at the time, this was going to help craft the framework for the next several chapters of my life. I had narrowed down some options as to what I wanted to do next, but decided why not run with this concept, which made sense to explore. I'd been working for Verizon for 3 years at this time. I knew the business, and I enjoyed sales. This was a passion of mine. I went back to my parents for guidance, and they encouraged me to go for it. I graduated in May 2008, and I opened my first Verizon store October of 2008, right at the beginning of the recession, which actually worked in my favor. Lower cost to get my business going. I took a $65,000 small business loan and had a vision for what success looked like. There were many unknowns, but I felt certain I knew what I needed to be done. By the third month, I was second guessing myself. 5 years later, I was a mid-20s CEO. We were ranked fastest growing company in South Carolina. We were ranked 25th on the Inc. 500 magazine private company list. We had close to 300 employees. We were achieving over $40 million in revenue, and we were operating in 5 states. I never, in my wildest imagination, could dream of anything of this magnitude. You could say vision, determination, timing, luck. In 2015, I was 29 years old, and I successfully sold 43 of my 53 Verizon stores. One of the compelling factors that led me to my exit was that I wasn't done being an entrepreneur. I was just getting started. I wanted a different challenge. I wanted to become more of a business owner instead of a business operator. The plot twist here. At the same time, my bank had moved me to what they call special assets account relationship status, aka the doghouse. They didn't understand my vision. They didn't understand my growth. They were uneasy about the pace of the growth that we were achieving, and they saw it as unorganized growth. So the timing was right. I took some chips off the table, I exited, and then I began my next venture. KVP Inc, a real estate development and private equity company. I learned how to scout real estate over the years, building Verizon stores. So I took that skill set and started developing real estate. Today we manage over $100 million in real estate assets. We have multiple operating businesses, from yoga studios to property management services and commercial and residential services. So I'll leave you with this. Each of you are authors of your stories. Use this time to explore what story you want to write. More importantly, what story you'll be proud of telling when you look back on your journey here in school. Not because of how much money you made, not because of how many stars you accumulated on your chart, but because of how you grew, how you served, and how you helped others bring the best version out of themselves. As you settle into this new chapter of your life, I want to share a few thoughts on 3 important themes: inspiration, resiliency, and being present. First, let's talk about inspiration. College is a time of discovery. You will encounter new ideas, meet diverse people, explore subjects you've never considered. This is an opportunity to find what truly inspires you. Inspiration often comes from unexpected places. It could be a professor who opens your mind to new ways of thinking,
classmate whose perspective challenges your own, or a book that changes the way you see the world. Be open to these moments. Seek out experiences that ignite your passion and fill your curiosity. Remember that inspiration is not just about finding what excites you, it's also about what inspires others. Your enthusiasm, your dedication, and hard work have a profound impact on those around you. Share your passions, support your peers, and be a source of motivation for one another. You are the founders of your future, and collectively, the beacon of hope for betterment of our community, our state, and our world. Resiliency. College is an incredible journey, but it's not without its bumps, turbulence, and hurdles. You will face challenges, both academic and personal. There will be times where you feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or even defeated. In these moments, your resilience will be tested. In my case, I had no choice because my parents made me be resilient. I recently interviewed with Chancellor Harris on his podcast, Below the Line. One of his first questions he asked me was about me attempting to drop out of college. Success wasn't the headline. It was in fact more interesting for him to understand the journey that I had to take to get to the other side to create success. Resilience is not about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, learn from your mistakes, and use them as stepping stones towards success. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Develop a support network. Lean on your friends, your family, your professors, and advisors. They're here to help you navigate this journey. And most importantly, believe in yourself. You've already proven that you're capable of great things, a part of that top 50%. Trust your abilities. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. The faculty, staff, and administration are here to support each of you because you are the future. I read this quote, and it may have already aged out, but no one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. Maybe in your case, maybe that's why they have backspace in their notepads. Next, being present. Let's talk about being present. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of life. But college is a time to slow down, savor the moment. Be present in your experiences, engage fully in your classes, activity, and relationships. Take the time to get to know your classmates, listen to their stories, and share your own. Perhaps participate in discussions, join clubs, attend events, find people who inspire you and lift you up. These experiences will enrich your time and create memories that will last a lifetime. Being present also means taking care of yourself. Balance your academic responsibilities with self-care. Your well-being is crucial to your success. Your semesters may feel like a sprint, but the journey is a marathon. Your presence is your power, which is why it's so important to give yourself the opportunity to live in the moment. In conclusion, you're about to embark on a journey that will transform you in ways you cannot imagine. Embrace the inspiration around you, cultivate resilience in the face of challenges, and be present in every moment. This is your time to explore, to learn, and to grow. As you take your first steps into this new chapter, remember that you are not alone. You are part of a vibrant, supportive community that is here to guide you, cheer you on, and celebrate your success. We believe in you. Congratulations, once again, and welcome to the University of South Carolina Upstate. God bless and thank you.
Let us do this for Mr. Patel. I want us to stand and give him a round of applause. Krish's parents. Will you all please stand and let's give them a round of applause. When I was talking to Chris, he told me that dropping out of school was not an option. Reminded me of my wife, who told our son that, you know, you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to do with a degree. I don't care what it's in. So, thank you. This is really, really inspirational. And I think Chris fits to the many stories of USC Upstate. Krish Patel had some research done by the Upstate alumnus that showed that we have more than 750 CEOs and chief executive officers in the Upstate who are alumni of our institution. We're only about 33 years old. So that is I'm trying to do my age, 57 years old, right? My age. So I think that's pretty amazing. We only have about 33,000 alumni this number. And to have that type of number, just putting data off making it is pretty amazing. So before we close convocation today, I'd like to take a moment to tell you a story. This is a story of students. Before I tell you the story, students, I want you to stand up and give your parents a round of applause, and your families, and your guardians. Stand up and give them a round of applause. We're going to all say thank you, okay? And you understand to them, not to me. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Oh, that's me. Come on. They don't pay a lot of money. Some of them got some parent plus homes, but they still don't pay that. You better say thank you, okay? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You welcome. Don't say it yet. Don't say that. That was still weak. I'm still paying off loans for 3 years, so y'all can say thank you again. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Excellent. So, as a closing remark from the Chinese bamboo tree is an extraordinary plant. And after the seed for this plant is planted, you can see anything, you won't see anything for about 5 years. Nothing at all. And during those 5 years, all the growth is happening underground, with a complex root system forming to support the tree's eventual outward growth. Then, in the 5th year, something incredible happens. The tree begins to grow at an astonishing rate. It can grow up to 90 feet tall in just 5 weeks. But those 5 weeks of explosive growth are only possible because of the years of patience, diligent work that happen underground. As you start your academic journey at the University of South Carolina Upstate, think of yourselves like the Chinese bamboo tree. The years ahead may sometimes be challenging. You might not always see the immediate results from your hard work, but remember, like the bamboo tree, all the effort you put in during these foundational years will be crucial for your future growth and success. So it's important to be patient and persistent, as Krish told us. Your education, your experiences, your personal development are like the roots of a bamboo tree, steadily growing stronger and deeper. And even if you don't see immediate changes, trust that you are building a solid foundation that will support your future achievements. When the time is right, your growth will be rapid and remarkable, just like the bamboo tree. The knowledge you gain, the relationships you build, and the resilience you develop will prepare you to reach greater heights. So, as you begin this exciting new chapter, stay focused on your goals, nurture your passions, and trust in the process. Your hard work and dedication will pay off in incredible ways. Again, welcome to USC Upstate. We're thrilled to have you here, and we look forward to witnessing your incredible growth and success. Dr. Smith will come and close us out, so please remain in your seat until she has completed her talk.
Thank you, Chancellor Harris. Before I begin my instructions, I'd like to ask Mr. Patel to join me at the podium. On behalf of the USC Upstate Foundation, I would like to present this token of appreciation. Thank you for your comments today.
1,
until the reception of the platform party and all new students is complete. Students, you will be dismissed by row, so please stay seated until the ushers come to your aisle. We then invite everyone to enjoy the refreshments and meal that we have outside for you and your families. Thank you.